In days of the week, we duplicate nothing. In days of the month, we duplicate 4. We duplicate the 4 on the 22nd. We duplicate the 4 on the 31st. We duplicate the 4 on the 4. And we duplicate the 4 on the 13th. 4, 13, 22, 31. 4 is reflected 4 times. But April and September are not reflected at all. And like my brother-in-law told me, listen to the sound of September. It is the scepter of the 7, and I'll explain to you because and why. When you play pool 1 through 9, 10 reflects 1, 11 reflects 2, 12 reflects 3, 13 reflects 4, 14 reflects 5, 15, the O letter, reflects 6, but there is no 16, and it's the ball 7, and that's the G letter. G, O are the 2 letters that are alpha, omega, 7 and 6 saying go. The 7 is not duplicated. The 6, 5 and 1 is 6, is duplicated. And also the 5 is triplicated now, and the 1 is triplicated because inside 15 is a 1 and a 5. But they're not standing center to themselves. They're divided up next to each other. The empty space between the 2 is center, and 1 goes there. If you include everything, you add it up to 0, because everything's inside the house. We don't need to know the number. There is no number. We're in the house. Let's call it home. Home is go, where the gates began. So now you count it up to 7. When you count in cards, you go to the king 13, so you have 4, and you have the king. But in months of the year, you have January and October. Joe. Anybody want some hot Joe? You have February and November. F and N. That's the fan. The fan? Fenway Park maybe. Boston. But I don't know. But that'd be February and November. Then you have December, the 3rd month, and March. The 3 letters of both of them. Deckmar. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, la 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 la. December and Mars, what do you know? I guess they had to come here on that show. Da, 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 da. Okay, yeah. So that's what the video is all about, is that January, February, and March are all doubled with 10, 11, and 12 months. October is the only month, okay, that not only has 2 O's in its name, October, but the total number count is 87. 8 plus 7 is 15, which is the letter O. 7 and 8 is the G and H. 6 is the F. So you calculated. Anyways, we're not going to calculate that. So you know what you have there. Don't forget, sometimes you get it calculated, sometimes you don't. Sometimes 10 doesn't even count. Sometimes 11 doesn't even count. Sometimes 12 doesn't even count. Sometimes 13 doesn't even count. Sometimes it only begins to count at number 14. We'd be playing Pi-Dal poker. 10 is 0. There is no 10 jet. All picture cards are valued at 0. So life has changed in the norm of the gambling state called Pi-Dal poker. Is that what they call it? Or Baccarat, I'm sorry. Baccarat. Pi-Dal, you set them up as 7. But we're not going into that world. I had a ticket to pay. Clock on my computer right now. Look at this. My clock says 6:30. I know it's 7:30, but it switched on me again. I was an hour late for my court. I had to lose the case because of that. Plus, did I tell you about this in my last video? Did I tell you about this? That a friend of mine paid a ticket of mine from 21 years ago, and the state of New York issued me with penalty with 3 demerit points from a ticket from, if I remember, August 21st, 1992. And my son wasn't even a year old, and I'm getting 3 demerit points. At least I knew where he was that day, and I guess I was speeding in order to be able to be picked up. For a ticket I never paid. So where else am I? October. Okay, 10th month, 1 0, another 0. 15, 2 zeros in the name. Total letter number count in gematria is 87, which is 15. Again, 87 and 11. 1 and 1 is 2, so it'd be 15, 26, 622, 6, basically. But I'm just throwing that out there. I didn't think of it. I just know it's part of 622, 6, so that's why I say it. What else have I done over here? Let me look in here. Let me take a look. Yeah, there was one thing I wanted to show you in this. You see this over here? This is 1 to 9. If you use this from 1 to 36 and keep coming back here and using this as 1, 10, 19, 28, which keep me back, the total would be 58. 58 in position 1. 5 and 8 is 13, plus 1 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. In this position over here, the total would be 62. 6 and 2 is 8. In the 2 position is 10. This would be 1. This position over here is 66. 6 and 6 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 613 laws of Moses. Then add the 3 again over here for 3rd position. So you would have 6. So then it would say 616 or the 516. Or I made a mistake. But anyways. 5 and 8 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4. Yeah, it'd be 516, so forget about the 613 laws, okay? Then if we go over here, we have 70. 70 in the 4th position makes 74 in the name of Christ. We also have 74 here. So somehow they fit. So we have 74 over here. 7 and 4 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. So now we have 5, 2. We're going to go over here. It's 82 in the 7th position. The 89, 8 and 9 is 17, 7, 1 is 8. We'd have 5, 2, 8. Over here, we have number 1. We'd end up with 1, 4, 7. Over here in position 3, we would end up with 6, 3, and 9. And your telephone would be 147, 258, 369. So no matter what you do with the numbers, they are perfect. And they always come back to go to their own repositioning. But the whole thing is life is on an angle. So it does make a difference. They always stay together in their own realm. They're either going from here, from here, from here, but your angle of life is this angle, or the opposite angle. But they're only moving over, but they always stay together. The numbers always stay together. Always stay together, the numbers. All the numbers stay together in their own row. They just switch rows. And in their own row, right, in their own row, they either go on top of each other, below each other, but they're always in their own row. This is what Mark Roden was talking about. I'm quite sure this is what he was talking about, and I see it now. I see it now. They each have their own row. They each have their own row of power. Okay, I'm not getting into it the exact. So they each have their own row of power. So if you switched, if you take the whole row and you switch it over here. But if there's only this amount of space for here, it'll be cut off and start with whatever this is. Do you follow my drift, Jack? I don't know. I was just thinking, so I just decided to draw this. Now the question is, look down the hall this way, look down the hall this way. Which hallway is further, this one or this one? Anyways, just fooling around. Okay, that's it. Winnipeg, thank you. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Is how you want to see in my room. Oh, here. Well, I'm still working on it. You know what? I got a little mixed up. I'm never sure exactly what to do, so I guess that's all you can see, because that's all you can see. Oh, and there's you see back, can you see my finger? No, too close to the camera? Ronnie, stop this video. Stop this video. Stop this video. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody stop this video. 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 Those are my teeth.